This video is brought to you by Zoetis. Discover more about our antimicrobial solutions for meat and poultry processing at zoetisus.com/food safety.
So Phil, thanks for joining me. We're here today with Dr. Phil Bass of Certified Angus Beef. Good friend of the Provisioner and editorial board member as well, and a great contributor to the brand. So I appreciate you taking a couple minutes here to talk to me about some of the things going on.
Of course.
So we're here at the Reciprocal Meats Conference for AMSA, but I wanted to first ask you about some of the educational opportunities you've got going on back in Worcester for Certified Angus Beef. Can you tell me about some of those things that are going on?
Absolutely. We have a lot of really fun groups coming in right now. Some that we have will be continuing their education. We have some projects where we bring in food service distributor representatives, take them out to farms and ranches, and then bring them back to our culinary center in Worcester, Ohio, and walk them through meat carcasses and meat identification to help better their understanding of meat science, of meat cuts, to build their confidence as sales representatives and to be a better meat consultant for their customers. Not just that, but also smaller events where we do bring in other distributors from around the world. We just had a group in from the Middle East recently. We'll be bringing in chef groups throughout the summer to allow them to get their hands into the product, to be out of their usual environment so that they can really expand their minds to learn, to grow, to develop new products possibly. I've been doing a lot of research just trying to add to the volume of information that we have right now as far as our specifications, to just continue to substantiate the claims made by Certified Angus Beef and the specifications that we have. We are a science-based organization, and we have to continually keep up on the information that's out there.
So the opportunities that you have, would you say the frequency and popularity of them has upticked since we last talked? Okay, so you're seeing many more groups, if you will, of people coming in.
Yeah, I guess you could say it's job security. We're very, very busy all the time. Myself, along with the other chefs, or the chefs that work at the Culinary Center, we're continually having new groups come in. We don't have a lot of downtime right now, which is great. I love sharing the information that we're able to gather and distribute throughout the meat community that we serve.
Cool. So we are here at RMC speaking of educational opportunities, and this is an educational opportunity for you and the rest of the attendees, myself included. So we're not all the way through the program. We're maybe halfway through, but up to now, are there any seminars or any tidbits of information that have kind of stood out to you, that you've seen or heard that it's like, wow, that I didn't realize that, or that's pretty cool, I didn't look at it that way, that you can mention? You don't have to necessarily endorse anybody's thing, but anything you might have heard that you were surprised to hear.
Right. And I like the way that you said surprised to hear, and it's not a total surprise, but in the past, the Reciprocal Meat Conference has been very academic based, which is great. We're a bunch of scientists. That's what we love to discuss, new research and studies that we've all conducted and share that information. But progressively, the American Meat Science Association has begun to look beyond just the academic approach to share information with the world. And that's been the big theme around the Reciprocal Meat Conference this year, is how do we share this information? How do we dissipate it to the general public, to help folks who may not necessarily be experts in the food community, to help them just better understand what it is that we do, why we do it, and to show that we're the good guys. We're here to help, and we're just trying to grow a lot of food, a lot of meat, high quality food for everyone. And so there have been a number of really great discussions that we've had and that I have attended throughout the short week that we have here. The opening session that we had with, I believe her name was Kelly McDonald, she's a marketing consultant. She had some just really nice points to help spread the message to folks who may not necessarily understand the animal community like we do. And and that message just continues throughout most of the other discussions that I've attended. Some great visits with folks who work in the media to help us better understand how to communicate with folks outside of the animal science community. And so it's just been a really great progressive movement that we're starting to see with American Meat Science Association. And we've always been tried to be a resource for everyone. Mm-hmm. We're just getting better at doing it now. And that's been the kind of the theme for the week.
Do you think that your meat science colleagues, they have the kind of stereotype of being, bookwormish science guys, and not necessarily, extroverted media guys? There's a lot that are, like you, comfortable in front of a camera doing these things. Do you think that the industry has come pretty long way? Do you think it's got a long way to go to get kind of some of these meat scientists out of their shells a little bit? Or
I think we're making a lot of really good progress. We do certainly have a lot of the basic, what we call basic scientists, folks that are right down at the absolute basic in a laboratory environment, trying to just better understand how nature works. And it is important to get those folks to come out and share the information that they have. But some of the really neat movements that we've seen recently in the American Meat Science Association especially is the influx of the student population coming to these meetings. And a lot of these folks might not necessarily be going into hardcore research later on in life, but they are going to be great voices for the animal science community. And through many of the different educational opportunities that they get to work with, as well as judging events and public speaking events, all of this is just helping their ability to communicate with the broader audience. And so this is a really neat time to be a part of the animal science community, and a really great place to be right now, along with all these brilliant minds and active participants in the animal science community.
Cool. Well, Phil, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of the conference, and I'm sure we'll be hearing a whole lot more from CAB as well, and from you, especially through your column. So I appreciate all the help there, and I know our readers do as well.
Thank you.